Hello everyone, welcome to the 5-Minute Discovery channel. Hello dear friends. Today, we will explore an incredibly magical country, Nepal. In this video, I will take you to wonderful lands. Explore the geographical beauty and diverse culture here. Nepal is not only home to majestic mountain peaks, but also a place that preserves many rich stories. We will learn together interesting things about daily life, unique customs, and indispensable, the story of Buddhism, an inseparable part of Nepalese culture. Although I have made a video about Nepal before, today, I want to take you on a deeper journey. To better understand the beauty and magic of this country, let's explore and feel the wonderful things that Nepal has to offer. The first impression when looking at the map of Nepal is its unique shape, a strip of land about 800 kilometers long and 200 kilometers wide. Resembling a strange trapezoid, with an area of 147.181 square kilometers. Nepal is sandwiched between two giants, China and India, creating a close and rich relationship with both neighboring countries. The interesting thing is not only the shape of the territory, but also the national flag of Nepal. This is the only country in the world whose flag is not square or rectangular, but two triangles stacked on top of each other. This unique shape represents the deep pride of the Nepalese people. When mentioning Nepal, it is impossible not to mention the majestic mountain ranges. This place is known as the country of the Himalayas. Of the 10 highest peaks in the world, Nepal is proud to own 8 peaks, including Mount Everest, the roof of the world. These peaks were formed around 10 to 15 million years ago when tectonic plates collided. And they are still moving. In the next 1 million year, Nepal will move about 1.500 kilometers towards Asia. Which is amazing. With an average elevation of 3.265 meters. Nepal is the second highest country on the planet. The majesty of these peaks makes it a dream destination for many adventure lovers. It is no surprise that a Nepalese holds the record for the most number of times Everest has been climbed. This is a testament to the strength and resilience of the people here. As of May 2022, a Nepalese has climbed Mount Everest 26 times, an impressive record. But Nepal is not only famous for its towering peaks, it is also home to the deepest canyon on the planet, the Kali Gandaki Gorge, which is 4.375 meters deep. The gorge, with a river running through it, is nestled between two peaks that are over 8.00 meters high, creating a truly majestic landscape. Imagine sitting on a boat, gliding down the river in this gorge, and looking up at the towering mountains. Nothing compares. When it comes to Nepal, what makes it so magical is its diversity of climates and terrain. If you travel from south to north, you will have the opportunity to experience a wide range of climates. From tropical heat to bone-chilling cold, Nepal is the only country in the world with such a drastic change in altitude. In just under 200 kilometers, you can travel from 100 meters above sea level to the summit of Everest, the highest point on Earth, at 8.848 meters. This rapid change in altitude also brings with it significant changes in weather and climate. It is not just a trip, but a journey to discover the diversity of nature. Nepal is rich in nature, but it is also facing serious challenges. Here, forests are being cut down rapidly. People use firewood for heating and cooking. As a result, the forest area is shrinking, and many areas are seriously eroded. The landscape here is sad to see large slopes bare after the trees are cut down. In addition to the decline of forests, animals in Nepal are also facing the risk of extinction. As the population increases and forests are destroyed, species such as the one-horned rhinoceros, snow leopards, and freshwater dolphins are gradually disappearing from the landscape. Among the mysterious creatures of Nepal, there is a special character, Yeti, also known as the giant snowman. Although there is no convincing evidence of its existence, the mysterious footprints still make many people dream of a mythical creature. Explore Nepal's culture. You will discover a very vivid multi-ethnic picture, with over 80 ethnic groups and 123 languages. The country is a symbol of harmony and diversity. Different ethnic groups have their own cultures, traditions and festivals, but they live in harmony and respect each other. Surprisingly, to date, Nepal has never experienced any religious conflict or riots. This is rare in the history of countries around the world. Moreover, Nepal has something special. It does not have an Independence Day. It is one of the few countries that was never completely controlled by European empires. In the early 19th century, the Nepalese army fought wars with Britain, and eventually agreed to cede about 30% of its territory. However, they still maintained their independence and do not have a victory or Independence Day like many other countries. In June 2008, Nepal officially ended its monarchy, marking a major historical turning point. At that time, the king abdicated, and the Nepalese parliament elected its first president. This transfer of power came after decades of political turmoil, reflecting the determination of the people to build a new future. If you think Nepal is only famous for mountain climbing, you are probably wrong. The capital Kathmandu is not only the heart of the country, but also home to 7 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. These heritages are located within a distance of only 15 kilometers, creating a rich cultural treasure worth exploring. However, traveling to Nepal is not without challenges. One of the things that visitors often encounter is frequent power outages, along with slow water and internet. Despite the many beautiful freshwater lakes in Nepal, the people here still face frequent water shortages. On average, a Nepalese person can suffer from power cuts of up to 8 hours a day, a nightmare for many. But for them, it is normal and they have learned to adjust their lives accordingly. Back to Kathmandu, there is an interesting story about the origin of the city. According to legend, this place was once a giant lake. Legend has it that a god flew down and saw the big lake, then used his sword to split the mountains in half and drained the water, from which the Kathmandu civilization began to flourish in a fertile valley. This is supported by geologists, who confirm that about 15,000 years ago, Kathmandu was indeed a lake. Now, let's explore one of the most interesting parts of Nepal, the story of Buddhism. Nepal is the birthplace of Gautama Buddha, a place where many people think that Buddhism must be the majority of the population. In fact, only about 9% of Nepal's population is Buddhist, while more than 80% are Hindu. With a population of about 30 million, that means there are just under 3 million Buddhists here. However, the influence of Buddhism is so pervasive in Nepalese culture that many Buddhist and Hindu temples are often worshipped together, creating a harmonious and diverse religious landscape. One of the most famous Buddhist holy sites in Nepal is Lumbini, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. According to legend, this is the birthplace of Gautama Buddha. Lumbini is surrounded by many large monasteries, built not only by Nepalese people but also by Buddhists from all over the world. In Nepal, it is estimated that there are more than 1,200 Buddhist temples, some of which date back to around 2,000 years ago. Another interesting story involves the shortest man on the planet, Chandra Bahadur Dangi, who is only 54.6 centimeters tall. In 2014, he had an interesting meeting with the tallest man in the world at the time, Sultan Kosen, who was 251 centimeters tall, 4.5 times his height. However, we will no longer have the opportunity to meet Mr. Dangi, as he passed away in 2015 at the age of 75. Thank you for joining me in exploring the story of Nepal. Hopefully, you have a better understanding of why Nepal is considered a Buddhist country, even though the number of Buddhists here is not as high as in other countries. If you find this story interesting, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Goodbye and see you again in the next journey of discovery.